Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Mark Schaefer.
Mark.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and happy Friday. Is this the way to start off?
Yes.
Friday of the week. 4 incredible speeches, absolutely love it. Thank you for providing some insight in your speeches. Greatly appreciate it. So today we certainly have an uncanny cast of evaluators. I know all of you probably were highly surprised at that, but starting the evaluations today is going to rock it, our Toastmaster, Nick Bowe.
Thank you, Master Evaluator. Speeches are like a mirror. They have an uncanny way to reflect back our strengths and weaknesses when we come off here. And we can either choose to look in that mirror and maybe just do another speech like the one we did last time, or we can work to be our best. And that's what Toastmasters is all about. Our speaker today is Morris Edward McNitt Jr. McNitt. He started his speech off with the title with a question: where to next? And I asked Morris before coming up here, this was like at our 2-minute break, I said, what do you want to do? What's your goal? And he said, I want to have a smooth speech, one that flows, I want to maintain the interest of the audience, I want to make it informative and fun. So I was like, okay. I'm going to go down some of the points, okay? So for some of our guests and folks that are here for the first time, we rate your Toastmasters based on clarity. I thought you were clear. Vocal variety. Are you going high and low? Are you using your voice? Or are you monotone? I thought you had some variation in your voice, so that was good. I thought you did a great job of maintaining eye contact. You actually came up here and you really did look out, so I would give you good marks for that. The one thing that I felt you could work on is gestures. You tended to hold the lectern a little bit, and I think just let that go. Let it go, use your hands. You can use that to somewhat tell the story of what's going on. So if you're, the Jeep and you're white knuckling it, white knuckle the air, because we're gonna feel it with you a little bit more. It's a way to replay that story in a way that we can all relate with. Audience awareness, I would actually give you the highest score for that because I think your story, your content was quite good. It's just how you laid it out there that I think we want to work on a little bit. You seemed uncomfortable with the information. I would say practice it a little bit more. Yeah. Give us the happy, give us the sad. Make us feel it with you, okay? And I think if you do that, the next time you look in the mirror, you'll be much happier. Thank you, Morris. Appreciate it.
Greatly appreciated the icebreaker this morning. Now, the more challenging evaluation that's going to be delivered today is Toastmaster Griff's WWF. I was hoping to see you do Boston Crab. That would have been fantastic. And if any of you were here last week, Bonnie Patterson is going to be evaluating Toastmaster McGriff as the gatherer evaluator of the day.
Okay, I'll try to keep my hands away from that. First of all, I want to start off by thanking Alex because he got that uncanny text at the last minute to fill in today. So thank you for pulling together at the last minute. Alex asked me to look for his level of relaxation, flow, and humor. And for Jennifer, Hannah, and Henry, our guests today, when you do your speeches, you want to do that. Make sure that you talk to your evaluator so that they know exactly what to look for, so they can give you the feedback that will actually help you out. So, in his introduction, or while we're reading your introduction, that's when it really sets the tone for the room. And so during his introduction, me and Alex were making eye contact, which was fun because we're friends, but it would have been so much more powerful if he had made more eye contact and connection with the room because it sets the tone for the room. Like if it's a serious speech, then we'll tell by your tone, like, okay, we're gonna need to be attentive. If it's gonna be funny and playful, we'll know because that's how you are in the room. So it primes us, so make sure that you do that next time, that might help. As far as vocal variety, gesture, and expressions, I loved your, I don't remember the exact words, but I love the who knows what the D word is, right? That was like, you got out of your comfort zone, you used your whole body, it was fun. But at the same time, and you're an entrepreneur, so you should know this, you want to know the level of sophistication of your audience. And everybody in this room knows what divorce is. And since this was a second speech, I think you could have cleaned that up and used it in a different way or used something else there. But the execution was wonderful. You were extremely comfortable. I really enjoyed hearing your acclamation from Ghetto Alex to Go-Getter Alex. And I also want to encourage you to embrace your story more. It seemed like there was hesitation saying the word ghetto. Relax. Like, we just say it. People love transparency. It helps us connect with you more. And we love you, Alex. Just say it. And lastly, your story flowed seamlessly, sprinkled with plenty of humor along the way, and plenty of Jacksonville lingo. So you, even though Erie D and all these new entrepreneurs give us permission to be more authentic, make sure that you watch your grammar and use of verbs.
Master Patterson. Now, you know, it's a privilege to be here at Winter Park Toastmasters with a family member. How often does that happen? So I want to introduce my older, very older brother, evaluating Toastmaster Shannon Lee. Please welcome Toastmaster ATM Roy Shear. They do now.
Mark was the youngest, 19 in our family. Yeah. You gave a really nice talk today. Your introduction set us up wanting to hear loving yourself, having confidence, all very important topics. You came out in front, no notes. You had a note in your hand. We saw you look at it one time, so you are so exemplifying confidence. Now that would deserve the buzz right there. Important message. You asked me to pay attention to eye contact and connection. You connected with the audience by asking a question early on, but again, I think your eye contact is fairly binocular. In other words, kind of looking straight ahead, made no contact as far as I could see with this side of the room. So you want to continue to work on that? Want to continue to work on that? No notes? I don't think you needed that at all. That was a bit distracting. Holding on, we were wondering, is it a grenade or something you're going to lay out there? You didn't need that at all. Use one phrase, I thought in my head. Where else? And you talk about being in love with yourself. I got to talk to you after the meeting, and I've fallen out of love with myself. Now I don't know where to go. Let me ask you, Shannon, I must have missed this. Where were you born?
China.
China. And obviously it's obviously, you were speaking Mandarin to start, or? Well, you're speaking Chinese. Okay. So, I have so much respect for that. So much respect. Anybody thinking in here, you try giving your next speech in a foreign language. You're much more relaxed now, moving forward. Thank you.
All right, Brother Shear, nice evaluation. Okay, our fourth evaluating maple syrup himself, filling in for Jordan Kamker today. Please welcome Toastmaster Charles Huff. Good morning, Toastmasters. It is a good morning. And Tim, I asked him before the speech, what do you want me to look for? This is out of an annual speech. I didn't have a time to go by, and he said, the art of the pause
and no nose. So Tim started off an uncanny story here. Anybody who's been a Boy Scout, not a scout, but a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout, I think there's a good difference to keep the two separate, but I won't go into that today. Tim went into a story from his childhood in the Boy Scouts. I'm sure there's a lot more to this story that he can't tell us, but he did a very good job. Well done. Went through all the Lord of the Flies and the hazing of the boys and what they did and the word I'm looking for, you can tell. The going against the camp counselors and the friction and the hazing of each and the maple syrup. What do you do? What happens when you shine light in the middle of the night on a body soaked in maple syrup? Tim, what you did very well was word pictures. Excellent. Charlie Brown, we never won. So they were the dark sheep of the Boy Scout crew. Anybody who's ever been on a scout, what did you call it? A jamboree.
Jamboree.
Yeah, you have a bunch of knotheads with nothing to do except get in trouble. The war between the boys and the counselors. He was hung and tied up the tree like a Roman, crucified like on a Roman road. I love it. Great word picks, good use of no notes. He told this story from the heart. One thing he wanted me to look for was the pause, the art of the pause. You seemed a little hurried, so next time slow down your pace a little bit, but well done. Thank you for sharing that story. All right, so let's give a round of applause to these four fantastic evaluator before, please step up and sign in for evaluating. And it'll improve your speaking capabilities here at Winter Park Toastmasters. Did everyone qualify?
Everyone qualifies.
Okay, thank you. So now we are going to vote for our best evaluators this morning. All in favor of evaluator number 1?
Someone should vote for me.
All right. All in favor? Evaluator number 2.
Long time, I was worried about that. Someone had to take their shoes off.
All in favor of my brother Roy Shear?
You get them all, Mark?
County.
Need a little more time?
All right. All in favor of evaluator Toastmaster Charles Huckabee? Take your time, take your time. All right.
The mad plaid.
May all the evaluators take your seat except for Miss Gavel herself.
Funny.